we go day 3 of trying to force myself to like the poppy. Like I said, this flavor's alright. It's growing on me since the last time I had it. It's kind of hard to jack up lemon and lime, but with a view like this in the sun, dude, it's perfect out. It's like, I'd say 67 degrees, very slight breeze, like right now. It makes you want to cry. There's a lot of nasty critters on the ground. So I got this little rock to sit on. I have to find a bag, a chair that could fit in the bag. I've seen little ones that look like Frisbees that people bring to Disney and shit. So that'll have to be a new bag essential. So I figure we gotta go through some of the bag essentials. Even though I'm not prepared. I guess this technically can classify as first bag essential. Some sort of energy drink. Granted, this isn't an energy drink. I thought that was a crocodile. It's like a piece of driftwood. Dude, I saw a fucking, this thing just does not hit the same as Celsius by any means. The smell's just a little bit off-putting when it smells like Clorox. But it's alright. You gotta make do. It's so peaceful out here today. It's quite concerning. I've seen a couple of weirdos walking about. Watched Forrest Gump today too, in the morning. I didn't know what to expect. I knew some of the classic lines like box of chocolates and that shit. And run, Forrest, run. That was the main theme of it. Just run, Forrest, run. Dude, there was a part of the story. I forget where chronologically at what. Yo, they're fighting. Are we okay? I think we're okay. I'll try to keep this one take. This might be a Patreon exclusive. That's actually really pretty down there. How do I get there? There's just like a big open flat green. That looks nice. This whole area is nice. You get good sun here. For a while, just open skies. But yeah, there was one part of Forrest Gump. The motherfucker just ran for like months straight. He looked a little crazy with his beard and shit, like in Castaway. And he just kept running. He got a little cult that was following him. And then he's in like the Arizona desert and he just goes, I'm kind of tired. I think I'll go home now. And then they're like, the fuck are we supposed to do? And he just goes home. Jenny, listen, I try to be, what's the word? I try to be understanding and put myself in people's. Fuck was that? Is that a woodpecker? Dude, the mallards. I love when they do that. They come in and fly in like Top Gun. So I try to be understanding and put myself in people's shoes. But when it comes to Jenny just was pissing me off so much because I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like she was stuck with her dad when she was young, and the dad was probably doing all sorts of fucked up shit. They didn't really elaborate on it too much. But she just kept playing our poor boy Forrest. And it was pissing me off just because he's such a pure soul. It's insane. And you talk about living life. I mean, I don't think it's based on a true story. I guess it could be. There's probably truer, crazier stories. But, yeah, you talk about living life. That dude is the definition of living life. And he went to war and it didn't even really faze him. It's just fucking crazy. Bubba, poor Bubba. Bubba was his best friend. And they were going to start a shrimp boating empire, Bubba Shrimp. They were going to split it 50-50. And fucking Lieutenant Dan's whole arc, he was their lieutenant in Nam. And then he lost his legs and he felt like all hope was lost because all of his relatives and ancestors were in like every war and they died a cool legacy. And meanwhile, he's there. Now he's a cripple. He's like, I'm a cripple, man. He's like, they give the Medal of Honor to you, man. Forrest is just like, yeah, dude, I saved literally all of you. I just wasn't expecting him to go on the shrimp boat expedition. It felt like a completely different movie. It felt like Pirates of the Caribbean or something. And that was another movie I wanted to do today. I was debating between starting Pirates of the Caribbean and all that. Let me know if you like Pirates of the Caribbean in the comments. I hear someone, they're being really loud. Where are they? Why are people just so fucking loud? Doesn't even make sense. It's so peaceful out here. You see the birds. Yeah, I think they're screaming the N-word. What the hell's going on over there? Do I light a J? The weather seems very Lake Crystal campy today. Kind of feeling a J. I brought the cigarellos too, but I don't know if I'm feeling a cigarello right now. Let me put this nasty thing down over here. Put that right there. Let's take a gander in the bag. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, that's a fat ass ant, dude. That's why I'm not sitting on the ground. I mean, it's not like they can't scale the rock, but I'm just trying not to have them bite my goddamn thighs. Yes, we got the cigarellos. These things are still beautiful. Romeo's 1875. I don't know if you can see it. What is crawling around over there? These are, dude. These are real pretty. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got the moisture pack in here. They're beautiful looking cigars. Ooh. I guess they're not cigarellos. They're just mini cigars. Or if those are the same thing. I'm not sure. La Romana, Dominican Republic. All right. Shout out DR. I kind of want to hit a little bit of a spliffy first before anything. You know, the spliffy will probably do it for me. But you never know. See how we're feeling. If you're feeling froggy, you better jump. That's the new motto of life, especially after watching Forrest Gump. Like, if you want to do something, you just gotta do it. If fucking Forrest Gump can do it, you can do it. The dude broke free of his leg braces and ran. You kidding me? What the hell is our excuse, you know? I don't think I'm allowed to have an excuse after watching fucking Forrest Gump. Wow, this is crazy. I got the torch on max setting. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's on fire. Oh, it's on fire. Oh, yeah. Let's go, bitch. I don't know what's up with this. This thing's been burning a little harsh, but the taste is still good. Still one of the best tasting ones I've tried. I gotta get this bitch to light a little bit more even. There you go. Damn. I don't want it to get much hotter than this. We're approaching the months, dude. I don't want to be reeking of this either. Shout out Reek from Game of Thrones. I gotta get back into Game of Thrones. It's been a couple of months since I watched one, because already it was kind of losing me, and then we hit one episode, I think it's season 5, that like was getting me back into it, but I don't know how to describe it. We lost so many great characters that made the show. Like, we lost Tywin, we lost Joffrey, Ned obviously, but that one I kind of got over eventually. But Tywin was a great villain, and Joffrey was a great villain. As much as you hate them, having them be, evil. Like, I think they're just more... Well, Joffrey is definitely more hateable than Ramsay. And then people are like, what are you talking about? Ramsay is a fucking literal demon. He is. But I don't know, Joffrey's much more punchable. Like, you know, I don't know. I think I just left off at the point where he meets up with Sansa, however you say. Pizza Pettigrew, what's his name? Ugly Pete, Littlefinger. He just brought her to Ramsay and the dad because they overtook Winterfell. They were trying to. That's kind of where I left off. I never understand why no one makes good horror movies anymore. I mean, that's kind of the whole movie industry. It's kind of been dog water for a good while now. I wonder if Top Gun Maverick really did save the movie theater, because that was still when COVID was like at its peak and everything, and that was the first movie that got people to the movie theaters. It got me to the movie theater. And then I think eventually Spider-Man No Way Home, that was 2022, right? So when the fuck did Top Gun Maverick come out? It was a good movie. It wasn't my favorite, but when he's flying, I think it's the SR-71, the space plane. In the beginning, I think it's close. God, that thing's sick. He's all suited up. He is a G, Tom Cruise, even though he's into Scientology and shit like that. I know they made fun of it on South Park. Whatever, Tom Cruise. You do you, dude. Shout out old people, dude. They be moving mad slow. Like they got nowhere to be. Not a care in the world. It's gonna be so sad, dude. We're all gonna get old one day. That sucks. That's why I gotta take care of yourself. There's that dude, I think his name is Brian Johnson, and he's like technically 50-something, but biologically he's like 30-something. He's the kind of odd-looking dude, American Psycho-ish billionaire who he goes to crazy extents to he's trying to just not die, basically. That's like the whole experiment he's doing. And it's hilarious. He just started kind of conquering TikTok. He must have hired some social media guy, because now he's like growing on people. He's growing on me because he's being a goofball on TikTok. He's like, if you want to live forever, you gotta eat strawberry seeds. And he's just like, he's crazy looking. He does look a little American Psycho-ish. His background is he made billions. He's a billionaire. You look at his house. His house is crazy. It looks like Tony Stark's. And but he's like a vampire, though. He never goes out and gets sun. So technically, I'm defying his orders right now. You should never be in the sun, even though it is good for you. Yeah, he became a billionaire. I don't know, selling tech of some kind. I don't know, subprime mortgages. Who knows? He could lie. But let me get this out of here before I keep puffing on that, and then we end up on Elm Street, dude. Then it's really over. Let me take a look at one of these cigarellos. Let me just take a look. The package is so nice. Oh, dude, these are so nice. I mean, like, if there's a time as any, I think it's now, though, no? I can't get them out. Let's take a look at this. Alright. Romeo E. Juliet? Then why does it say Y? Whoa, the packaging is so nice. I refuse to let her. Yo, actually. Oh no, these are not. You gotta cut here. Okay. I'll puff on my cigar right now. Why not? What else are we gonna do? I think I got the cutter. I think I do. I think I had the. Yes. Yes. We got the cutter. You don't do too much now, right? There. Boom. That's it. Alright. That one cigar tutorial came in handy. Alright, yep. Let me do it at a distance. Kind of get it all warmed up. Boom. We get a little closer. We get a little. Alright. Get that a little more. Alright, let's see what the Romeo E. Juliet. There's definitely people who smoke cigars freaking the fuck out in the comments. Yo, no one cares. No one cares. It's okay. We'll all be okay. I don't think this is the best tasting one I've had. I don't think this is... I've only had 2, I think, ever. So this will be my 3rd, so we can rank them. I did a video on one of them. It doesn't taste bad. I do like the form factor of a smaller one because that was my main gripe with the last one I did, the full size. You're there for so long. These are a good little... These are a good little thing. These might be a bag essential too. We keep these. Celebratory cigar. This was going to be a Patreon exclusive, but I think this might now just turn into a cigar review. My dumbass, I'm over here inhaling it. No, I'm just joking. I know that much. Okay. This kind of has more of a woodsy flavor. One of the first ones I've had had a nice creamy flavor to it. Pause. That's one thing I don't like about the cigars either, the wraps. Anytime I've done them, even no matter how much of a clean cut I do, the wrapper is always like peeling and shit. I don't know if that's user error. It probably is. But I don't know, I feel like I'm cutting the end clean and quick. That's what she said. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a... Yeah, the wrap... Oh, actually, you know what this is? These have been sitting for a good while. Even with the humidity packet, it probably isn't holding up because the wrap seems a little bit too sensitive, like breaking away. So that absolutely could be this thing sitting. Okay. Got a light, woodsy, little bit better, if that's a word I had to describe. This isn't a fair review of the London E Romeo, or whatever it was. Bravo Echo Charlie. What was the name of these? The Romeo is 1875. Yeah, the ones from the DR. The birds just came in for landing again like Maverick. See, like that. The fucking wrap always gets. I do like the smell. The smell of it's better than the taste. Romeo E. Juliet. Romeo 1875, whatever it was. I'm giving it like... give it a 6.5. 6.5 out of 10. That's all I can really describe it. I'm not a cigar connoisseur. It's got a woodsy, little bit bitter taste, but yet again, it could have been sitting too long. That easily could be what's going on here. Form factor wise, I will definitely attempt another one. Well, actually, we got a couple of those, so maybe we'll have to do them and have them grow on us. But the form factor of this, I think they got even smaller ones too. I think we find a good flavor of that. I think I'd like these, and that might be it. That might be good for every once in a while, you know. 6.5 out of 10. What the hell is on me, dude? Another fucking spider web. After being in the sun for that long, that was like a half hour straight of the sun beaming. First off, I'm gonna have a tan line. Something's squishing around over here. Let's go take a look. I'm gonna have a tan line. It ain't gonna be good. What's going on over here? Looking like Castaway, waiting for a leg to show up on shore. I keep thinking that's a turtle, man. Where is it? Where's it on the camera? Right there. See that shit bobbing? Bobbing, weaving. That's it. I'm gonna walk, catch some vibes on the way back. There's someone over there. Unless that was Bigfoot, I saw. We're moving. I gotta go get my drink along the way. I left it right there, you can see. We're going for that drink. Take a right turn. Oh yeah. See? Look at that spider. You see him? There's just all little things crawling around this floor. You can't sit here like I can at the other rock. I like the other rock because I can lay down. So far today already, we're at 12,000 steps. By the time we get back, we'll probably be just shy of 20. Okay. We still gotta hit some calisthenics today too. I didn't mean to go this far, dude, but shit happens. Only a bitch ass can prevent wildfire. Who's back there? Look at this guy. What's this guy up to back there with his dog? And his pervy ass dog. Shout out Flippity Flip on YouTube, dude. Started binging this guy. He puts on a little hidden camera and he goes to flea markets and flips shit for eBay. He's been doing it forever. It's basically Storage Wars, but it's a YouTuber, so it's much more intimate than and like not highly produced, no shit. But Storage Wars is still good. I always forget what was going on with Demi. Demi was dabbling in some hard H, right? Demi went deep into the murky waters. Demi Lovato. Something happened with that, because I remember someone said she was on Sunny with a Chance all like tweaking out and stuff. Shout out Demi.